Johansson and Gabrielsen locked in that championship fight on the front row. Bleasdale, Neyens, Van der Warrenberg. Oh, an absolutely terrible start for Victor Johansson. Goes backwards on the line. Once he gets away, look, he's done okay, but it is his rival, Gabrielsen, who's out in front now. How we get to see the standing water. Look at Jensen on the outside. There's just no grip at all. He's almost into the bank, but at a standstill.
This is where you massively rely on your windscreen wipers, isn't it? Often an afterthought in a rallycross car, but really they're the most important element, because when the conditions are like this, that's the thing you need most. You can see that inside Gabrielsen's car, it's already missing up a little bit. His chassis is so short, isn't it? It's going to be difficult for him in these conditions with it being... Johansson has a look up the inside. Johansson now is sideways.
Oh, look at the sideways now. Looks just standing water. And look at the time he's lost. Victor Johansson was on his boot lid and he's absolutely gone. Gabrielsen's making corrections in a straight line.
I really felt that Gabrielsen would be the one struggling most.
Please down the background, Jensen as well.
Van der Warrenberg up the middle of the pair, Neyens as well. Bleasdale's got going again. Bleasdale really doesn't have the ride height for these conditions with a little VX220.
Isn't it a tub, the VX220?
It is, yeah.
At least he'll float if it gets any wet. So we'll see Gabrielsen on the brakes and into the corner at the end of the straight.
The Stollart's such a short wheelbase, you'd expect him to be quite nervous in these conditions, but he's so compliant on the suspension. Look how much standing water there is towards the end of the lap. Victor Johansson is really, really struggling here.
Look at this, oh, he's on the lock stops, he's gone round. Johansson goes round, almost puts it up over the curbs. Is there anybody coming? Has he got to wait, or can he just gun it back round? That's how far, I thought I was going to say that's how far in front they were, but 3 cars through and Victor drops down to P5. This will be an absolutely massive lead now for Gabrielsen.
Absolute chaos in pre-grid before this race. These cars were actually in the grid when the downpour came, and as usual, Andreas Eriksson was the first man to run to race control and says you have to let these drivers change tyres. What a clever decision that was. Bleasdale's now dropped it.
Same place that Jensen went round on the previous lap, so the braking zone must be awful. You can see the flashing lights at the side in the gloom. They're in place of flags. There are flags out there with the marshals as well. Thankfully, look at the wipers, flat out.
This would be impossible on dry tyres. The Nova wet tyre dispersing the water. Yeah, it'd just be impossible to run the race.
Great decision by Andreas. Okay, admittedly helped by the fact that we had big delays here on site. And so he was able to go and do it, but I don't think you could have, in good conscience, started these guys on slick tyres. How not in this? This is as bad as Holly's World Championship was a few weeks ago. It's horrific. Absolutely. Look at this, look at this.
And that puddle's only increasing, isn't it? Lap by lap, that puddle in the final corner is getting worse. And Victor Johansson, this could be critical for his title challenge here. He's in a title fight with Gabrielsen, who is clearly making the most of these conditions and absolutely flying out front. Johansson is struggling badly.
Do you hear Gabrielsen short shifting? So he's short shifting almost to put the car into understeer, so he doesn't have that peak of revs. Coming down the straight, here's the braking zone down into the corner.